Hey guys, we're going to go get started here in a little bit, giving people time to join us. Hang tight. Get started here in a few minutes. Thanks for joining. Alright, it's 10 o'clock, Mr. Mark.
Ready to go?
Sure thing.
Good morning. My name is Mark Allison. I'm the Executive Chef of Culinary Innovation for the Cabarrus Health Alliance, and welcome to the Wellness Kitchen. I hope everybody is well, safe and healthy. Today what we're going to make is an Asian noodle soup, and one of my favorite dishes is a quiche Lorraine, which is basically eggs, cream and milk. All very simple. All the ingredients I got today were all available at Harris Teeter and also Food Line, so you don't have to go that far. And they're all basic ingredients that you can use at home. Everything that we do here is using whole foods, so we take things like tomatoes or eggs or green onions and we'll mix them together and we'll come out with something hopefully healthy and delicious. So follow along. First thing we're going to do is take a pan and fill it full of beef stock, hopefully a low in sodium beef stock. Then we've got an onion I've already peeled, so we're going to cut the onion in half. And again, like I said before, you cannot cut something that is going to roll around the bench, so it's got to be flat. And we're going to cut through this onion, slice through, and then slice across, and that gives us some dice. When the onion gets too small, just knock it on the side, and then chop through, turn it around, and then all you're doing is basically cutting around the root, and that's basically all you should have left of the onion. That goes in our trash, and then pick up the onion, drop it into the stock, and then we're going to cut the other side. Again, slice through. If you've got a sharp knife, it'll work wonders cutting through onions. It's the only way that'll stop you from crying. And again, chop through. Keep that root on the onion. That's all you got left. In the trash or the compost, and then pick up your onion, drop it into the pan. You notice I'm keeping the chopping board clean at all times. Then we have some fresh ginger. and I've got a microplane, or you can just use a grater or a knife, and we're basically just going to grate this fresh ginger because we want it quite small to get all the flavour out. So just grate some of this. It's about 1 inch in length. And we're just going to add that to our beef stock. And that's going to really enhance the flavour of this noodle soup. So that's all I need. Take a spoon and then just take off the grated ginger, drop it into the pan. Then we have some hoisin sauce we're going to add. We've got some low sodium soy sauce, and then we have some fish sauce. The reason I've left this in the bottle is it is really smelly, okay? It actually smells a bit like sweaty socks, but the flavour is absolutely fabulous when it's added to other ingredients. So we're just going to add around about 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Lid goes back on, okay? And then I got about 4 ounces of beef. So literally it was about this size. And what I've done is I've sliced it really thin. We're going to add that to our pan. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on the meat that goes into this dish. And then we've got some noodles. And we're just going to drop them in. And that is basically our soup done. We're just going to let that come to the boil and cook for about 10 minutes and the soup is basically done. And we're going to finish it off then with some bean sprouts. We've got some fresh green onions. We've got some Thai red chilies and some cilantro and some peanuts. And that'll be the soup done. Okay, we'll just stir that around, let it come to the boil, cook through them noodles, cook through the slice of steak, and we're done. So, now we've got that out of the way, we'll just clean our chopping board. And then we're going to make a quiche Lorraine. Now, normally I make my own pastry, but I happened to be in Harris Theatre yesterday, and the pastry cases there were $2.50 for 2 cases. And if you bought 1 pack, you actually got another one free. So you got 4 pastry cases for $2.50. It was cheaper than actually making the pastry myself. So I got 4 pastry cases. So we're going to use 1 today. So we've got the pastry case made. If you want to make your own pastry case, the recipe has the ingredients that you need. What we need for this dish is we've got some fresh basil, we've got some green onions, and we've got some beautiful tomatoes, feta cheese, eggs, a bit of seasoning, and we've got some heavy cream and some milk. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a tomato and we're going to slice through it, and then we're going to add the slices of tomato to the bottom of our quiche, just like that. Then we're going to take some green onions and we're going to slice through them nice and fine. And we're going to add these green onions to our tomatoes. So nice and fine, sprinkle them on the top. Take some of the basil. You want some of the leaves, just take the leaves off. And then roll the basil up together. And then take your knife and just rock it backwards and forwards. And that cuts through the basil. Sprinkle that on. We'll add a little bit of feta cheese. And then we'll take another tomato and we'll slice through that. So we're basically building layers of flavour through this quiche. So we've got the tomatoes again. They can go on. Some more green onions now. And we're going to slice through these. Keeping it really small. Smell that soup, it smells absolutely fabulous. I'm going to sprinkle them green onions on. Clean our bench. Take some more basil leaves. Wrap them up again. And then slice through. Keeping an eye on your fingers all the time, you don't want to cut your fingers. And then sprinkle that on the top. Again, a little bit of feta cheese. That looks beautiful, it smells absolutely gorgeous. And then for our filling, our egg mix, we are going to take our eggs, we take a bowl, a whisk, take our eggs, add them to the bowl. So you want 4 eggs. Take a little bit of salt, add some salt, then whisk the eggs together. Until they're combined. And then you are going to add your heavy cream and your milk. And that is basically our egg custard. Whisk that together. Until it's all combined. Take our quiche and pour this over. There we go. Make sure it's level. Doesn't that look beautiful already? And then we're just going to pop that in the oven at 360 degrees for around about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so let's pop this in the oven and we'll take the one that I made before out. So this one goes in. And this is the final result. Look at that, that's absolutely beautiful. Smells fabulous. You can smell the basil, the green onions and the tomato and the feta cheese. Absolutely fabulous for lunch or dinner. Serve it with a side salad. Kids will love it, you'll love it. It smells tremendous. So that's our quiche. Our soup, which is boiling away, is looking absolutely fabulous. We're going to finish that off with some bean sprouts. So we're going to put them in. And then we're just going to stir this around. And that soup is basically done. Just going to flip this chopping board over so it's nice and clean. We've got our soup bowl. We've got some green onions. So we're just going to slice some of these onions. We're going to take a Thai red chili. We're going to slice that. We've got some fresh cilantro to go on the top. And all we're going to do for this soup is take some tongs. We're going to take some of the noodles and the bean sprouts with some of the beef. We're going to pour some of the sauce on the top, or the soup on the top. Smells absolutely amazing. We're going to finish it off with some green onions, some red Thai chilies, some cilantro, and then if you want, finish it off with some roasted peanuts sprinkled on the top. And there you go. You've got a beautiful Asian noodle soup. Smells amazing, tastes amazing. And then we've got a quiche for lunch and a soup for dinner. Hope you enjoyed. See you next week.